So I like
Thank
ending
you.
every single interview with the question of what is one piece of advice that you would have wished you had known or you would have liked to give yourself now back 10 years ago. So when you were first starting, what is something you know
Mm,
now that you wish you knew back then or you'd tell yourself back then?
I think I've already mentioned this throughout this interview,
Sure.
but it's definitely that it's not as easy as it seems.
Amen to that.
Because I remember even before I started my career that it was just me and my family, and we thought, we had already studied, how the celebrity life would be, and of course it took a lot of sacrifices,
Mm-hmm.
but now being here, it's a lot. It's
Mm-hmm.
a lot. And not a lot of people understand just the struggle that all these artists and musicians have to go through to be able to put their music out there, even just to sing for people.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not easy because we can't deny there's also politics in the industry. So
Absolutely.
that's why we have to be really understanding of people. And so but um from my experience, it's really not to give up,
Yeah.
because like I shared, I even joined another competition or another TV competition before I joined the Voice of the Philippines, and I even didn't win that one
Hmm.
also. But that didn't stop me from believing in what I could do
Yeah.
and what I can do and I will be able to do. And
Amen.
so 10 years later, despite not winning any of those competitions I
Come
joined,
on.
here we
Exactly,
are.
exactly. I love that. And to piggyback on what you said with the, it's harder than you think. You don't realize people don't realize it. I heard a quote, and we'll wrap it up with this. I heard a quote from. Do you know who
Yeah.
Stephen Furtick is? Do you know that
I
name?
think I've heard. I
So
think I
he's
have.
a
Yeah,
pastor
I've
of a
heard of him.
church here in America,
Mm,
and he said he was talking about this and the whole comparison thing that we all as humans struggle with, right? And he said so often
yeah.
we compare people's success without including their set level of sacrifice that they had. We don't
Yeah.
realize, oh, we said, oh, that guy has 6 Grammys, but we don't see the level of sacrifice of what he had to sacrifice to get there. And when we once we
Yes.
like either realize that or just kind of understand that, it's like, okay, well,
Mhm.
maybe it doesn't look so glamorous in the end, or maybe it's harder than we think, or
Mhm.
anything like that. So